In the paper Development of the State, we find one of several statements in the Urantia book on the purpose of education. The purpose of education should be the acquirement of skill, pursuit of wisdom, realization of selfhood, and attainment of spiritual values. Now, I've synthesized a model of learning from this and numerous other statements in the Urantia book, and I'm going to tax your visual powers again. Ask you to picture this. At the center, the central purpose of learning, central aim of learning, I'm just going to make it short and sweet. Understanding self, world, others, and unfolding. Make sense? Okay, we can put words to that later. But what I think really makes it work is, over here, you've got mastering facts. Over here, you've got construing meanings. Right? I use construing because music, emotion, those are meanings too. And then down at the deep parts, you've got discovering values. And near discovering values, you have heart, purpose, soul, creativity, those things. This is the continuum of learning: mastering facts, construing meanings, discovering values. If kids are not doing all of these things all the time, they're not learning according to the way the universe has designed us. Makes sense? It's not very complicated once you have that fact, meaning, value thing. So I'm showing this model now to groups of educators around the country, and I'm trying to get it out because it's a rationale for building education that will work. You heard me say that our current education system abuses us on many levels, and most of us are victims of shallow learning. Why am I thinking of offshore drilling when I say shallow learning? Shallow learning leaves our deeper parts, our souls, our hearts, our values, our purpose, our creativity, high and dry. Does this make you a little angry? It should make, it makes me angry. It should make a lot of us angry that the deepest parts of ourselves are ignored, worse yet, abused. So the model of deepened learning provides a rationale to develop robust and effective learning for schools and classrooms to honor and develop students' deeper parts in combination with what we now call academics. So, the Creed Project. This is what started this whole thinking for me. Personal Creed Project is an extended learning experience consisting in my classroom of about 16 weeks in which students systematically reflect on their experience in life, their influences, the circumstances, the experiences, the people, qualities, and questions in their lives that have formed and shaped them. The reflections are like a wide and systematic net students cast into their life experience. And after they've hauled in the long weeks of reflection, they come to 2 weeks of presentations, when each student stands before classmates and teacher and shares these 4 elements. These are the main forces and people that have shaped me. This is what I stand for or value most in my life. These are the qualities I wish to develop in myself over the next 10 years to honor my creed. And this is how I might envision serving or helping others, making a difference in the world in 10 years. This is a rite of passage in our classroom, and it's a part of our school culture, actually. Now, and it's exciting. Oh, my brother did the creed, my sister did the creed, and they always want to know, how's the creed going? Because now almost all of the sophomore team is running this. We have schools and colleges around the country who are now running this creed. There are ongoing creed sites at middle schools, high schools, and colleges across North America. I can't say it's a network yet. And these presentations, by the way, are the only public rite of passage that many students have the opportunity to participate in. And they generate a collective excitement across the sophomore class. In recent years, technology is getting to be a really powerful element, and recent video developments. This past year, some of the videos were just knockouts, and I was hoping to maybe have a clip of it. Next time. Truth-seeking to torch passing. The Urantia movement is clearly doing more and more effective torch passing. Outreach. We generally think outreach means sharing the Urantia book, and there are some great efforts going on in this area. Go, ya. Yeah. I find myself dreaming of another kind of outreach, an additional kind of outreach. It really goes right along with Meredith Tunney's parable. The center of the parable is publishing and promoting the book. It's a field of service. The next ring out is study. Study groups, study materials, promoting study of the book. The third ring out, as I see it, is spreading the teachings, the practices, the awareness of the fifth ethical revelation without reference to the book. That's what I do. Artists often, of course, do the same thing. I don't mention the Urantia book in class. On rare occasions, I'll share it with a student I know very well. Of course, as Angie pointed out, there is a third ring that maybe actually permeates all the rings, which is living the teachings. But I'm not here working in this field out here, at the edges, I think. And I believe that the largest, most needful field of service is K-12 education. Everyone passes across this field, or dies, or sinks in quicksand in the middle of it. It is also the most ripe in its potential for assisting us in planetary uplift. Perhaps in the years ahead, the Urantia movement will see this and organize to support the transformation of education. Again, in my book, I put it like this: learning is the core drive of human evolution. For now, I hope the personal creed process, and we had a great time yesterday, and I have a new friend, Doug. Doug, are you here? Doug, awesome. Doug walked into our creed presentations yesterday, having no idea what the Urantia book was, and really not knowing why he was there. And so I wish everyone knew how to give a whoosh, but could you take a whoosh from everybody in this room? So, on the count of three, Doug is going to receive in his heart. Doug is right here. Okay. Don't feel like anyone's pointing at you. So, we're going to give Doug a whoosh, and on the count of three, you're going to do what I do, but I'm not going to count yet. You're going to go like this. Whoosh. Okay? Doug's just going to receive that. So, 1, 2, 3. Excellent. It set him back, just like I hoped it would. Okay, so I'm going to close with my creed statement, which I updated right before this workshop. Okay? Here's my creed statement, give you an idea of a creed statement. I stand for learning to love my family with more and more of my heart. Family begins with me, extends to my loving immediate family, and extends to my universe family. I value sincerity. I stand for doing my best to give loving attention to my daughters and helping them develop into caring, loving, fulfilled adults. I stand for helping young people create a world where their children see more truth more beauty, more justice, more compassion. Thank you for your attention. I love you all.